Hey, Hayek, how are you? Oh, we can't talk here?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hey.
you can talk. You just...
Oh, so I have one question for you. So, can you sit on the chair?
not that I know of.
So it's just there for
possible to sit on the chair, and in about 3.5, about 3 minutes, you can have to be quiet.
Okay.
Just stand on it and jump up and down.
Does everybody have their popcorn now?
Hey, David, how are you?
Very good at that.
The update.
Oh, shit. Wrong country.
Yeah.
Let's get right into the news.
I did not kiss her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey everybody! Welcome to the news! Yay! Welcome! I and update for all the news that's happening here in Alt Space, and I'm with this gorgeous, sexy robot here.
Hi, everybody. I'm your other host, JW, and our amazing producer in the air up there is Mark, running the cameras and moderating at the same time for you. We are so happy that you're here. We're here for you every week to bring you the latest news and updates from your favorite VR social platform, AltSpace VR.
Yay! And we got some AltSpace news.
Yes, we do. So the hunt is on, and it is day 12 in the hunt from the Rooftop Crew. People are searching through the worlds list, looking for the special eggs hidden across the many worlds of AltSpace, and we want to know, how many have you found? If you haven't joined the hunt, there is a teleporter in the campfire that leads to all those instructions. There's hints and clues, as well as a description of the reward if you find all the eggs by the end of the month. So how close are you?
I am not close enough, Jay. We got to work harder at this, man. We got to get more. How many? Who's close? Who thinks they're close? Who has more than 20? Give us some.
So let's see by hearts. Let's see some hearts if you have more than 20.
Got more than 20. How about more than 15? Ooh, there's some work that needs to be done around in here, folks.
Well, I think they've made it pretty difficult. I've been hearing
it's
people.
pretty challenging.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Yeah, you got to be imaginative, and you got to visit every freaking world because you don't know which world those eggs are stuffed in. You can skip the demo worlds. I'll give you a hint. They're not in the demo worlds, all right? The rest of them, go check them out and see where you can find those eggs. That's cool. And we have so many things going on here in AltSpace, and I love the creativity. I feel like this news report needs to be the creativity report. Our beloved admin, Craig, he has what he calls Krog Studios. He's putting together another one of his popular music videos. And if you saw on our opening video and stuff, there's excerpts from his videos that we play in there. They're absolutely wonderful. He does this several times a year, and he involves the community and the different admins. It's a chance for community and staff to come together. He just held a casting call earlier today, but he's still looking for singers and non-singers and dancers and talent of all levels. what he's using is this song that now I've forgotten already. It's but anyway, it's you have to answer the question in some form of musical form that says, "I love Altspace because of the community, because of the world building, because of the whatever it is that you love Altspace." And he's putting all of those together as part of the lyrics of this music video. It's going to be really fun, and we just encourage everybody to check that thing out, to contact him if you want to participate, because it's going to require everybody. Mm-hmm. Now, as you can tell from my voice, Jay's recovered from it, and if you were to hear Mark right now, we're all sick. So the rumors of the current plague is going around is really powerful. I swear to God, it's being transmitted through virtual reality, because I got it and then Mark got it. Now, I happen to be in Portland, Oregon, and Mark is over in the UK. I swear that's how potent this viral thing is. So please be aware that there are people that are being hospitalized, and there's many people are very, very sick with this flu going around. So get those flu shots if you haven't already. And if you get sick, please think quarantine. Stop from spreading it. I did my best. I hung out here in Altspace. I thought I'd be safe. And so what happened? My friends here in Altspace are getting sick. I tell you, it's going around. So it is nice that I can be sick and I can still hang out in the world while being here in Altspace, but please stop spreading the disease. Okay.
Yeah.
And more Altspace helpers are definitely needed to hang around the campfire and greet new people. What's supposed to be coming out, so we're going to have an influx of people coming in here by the thousands, as I can say in my coffee voice, and so we need people who know what's going on here to welcome people and make them feel included and point them in the direction, because a lot of people come in here and go, "So they're hanging a campfire, there's nothing to do." We know the truth. There's so many things to do here. We got a whole news podcast just on that. This whole show is all about that. Yeah. All right, so get involved and help welcome people and introduce them to what's going on here in Altspace. And how else can
your favorite events and groups from your Discord and visit those channels. The news and updates, we have our own Discord server where we post updates throughout the week on VR industry news, on articles and tips and tricks, and what's going on here in Altspace. And volunteers have their own server as well as the World Builders. So come join us on Discord. The links are on the screen and also in the hallway. So let's take a look, Rel, at some world building and SDK news. SDK, as they say. All right, so we have the Altspace development team working hard on core stabilization and preparation for the invasion of the Quest and other new VR device users. And there are so many new VR devices coming out, it's hard to keep up with them. But you should start to see some more frequent updates over the next month or so with some great improvements. The staff overseeing the featured worlds is back, and we have a few new worlds to add to the showcase in this next section. A new kit was also released, highlighting Viking ships, environment, and props. The kit is unique as it offers the same items with snow and without, and allowing endless alternatives as you create your own worlds. There are also some Viking helmets to play around with.
More helmets in Altspace! Yay!
Right? And the world builders are looking for ideas and builders for the upcoming holidays like Earth Day and Cinco de Mayo. So come help us create a special event space or work with others for a collaborative world. The new collaborative project using the great Stargate system added to Altspace by Ancient, I won't say, has officially launched. And this project includes many meetup groups in Altspace working together to create an interactive fiction story that crosses dozens of worlds. And we have an active Discord server and task for every skill set, from storytelling to filming to world building. So you want to stay tuned for updates as well as to monitor the progress of these events in Altspace. And if you'd like to get involved, once again, check out the weekly volunteer and world build-up meetups, actually, for more information. There's great, bunch of events that are going on if you check that schedule. And they say there is nothing to do in alt space. We definitely do not agree.
Yeah, there's so much to do here. I just can't. I mean, honestly, I feel like my whole day revolves around things to do in alt space. So for those of you who are new to world building, the weekly world building meetup for beginners is every Tuesday, and it's a chance to learn about how all of this works and as to get started building your own world. It's really fun. It feels like you know, it's like, I don't know what to do with this, and then you do something, and it's like, oh, I want to do it again. The World Building Meetup meets right after that, and it's for the advanced beginner. We cover a whole wide range of topics, tutorials, ideas, and things. And this week, the topic was first impressions and how to make a visitor's arrival in your world welcome them and introduce them to the world in an inviting way. And I know that some of David's worlds do that. In this world, you came down, you're in a long corridor heading into the space. You know, you don't just dump right into the space. There's just an entryway. So there's a lot of creative ways that you can greet a visitor, besides words and signs and things like that, which, by the way, a lot of worlds have a lot of signs, and they just don't work. Be aware, signage just doesn't work in alt space. People ignore them. So find other ways to communicate your messages to incorporate them in so that people feel comfortable and they get informed along the way. And if you have a topic that you would like to cover in about 20 minutes or so in world building, we would love to have you share your expertise. So let Kayla know and come and join us. And if you're into really advanced programming and world building and stuff, if you have familiarity with JavaScript and web programming, 3D modeling, and you want to learn about the new SDK and MRE and Unity and all these different things, please check out the SDK meetups. They happen twice a week to accommodate both North American and EU audiences, and you can find more information on these events and stuff at developer.altvr.com. And if you need any help with your world building, check out all the Discord channels. We have a lot of them that are, as Jay just said, that are out on the wall, and ask anybody to do a green badge over their head and get involved with these meetups and things like that. And again, we have all this great information at help.altvr.com and developer.altvr.com. Now, Jay, we got some new worlds.
Yes, we do. And here are just a few of those highlights from the new worlds here in AltSpace. More people are sharing their artwork with us here in AltSpace. There are 2 new galleries that feature the artwork of Peter and another by Marl, M-A-R-L. So you want to take note that adding photographs to a world in AltSpace comes with caution. You want to keep the images a small physical file size to ensure a quality experience for all of our mobile users. And you want to keep sharing your talents because we just love it.
Oh,
David
beautiful.
58.
The artwork is so gorgeous. I love it. I love it.
All right. And David 58 here in the audience and helping us mod. David, give us some love out there so everyone knows who you are. In the blue back there, blue hair, blue shirt. Here you see. He has 2 new worlds for you. Peace, Love, and Happiness is a peaceful agency world. And you want to check out the Moonlight on the Lake. It's absolutely gorgeous. His space adventure is also a great way to watch science fiction movies in outer space. We have Smarty Marty has been busy with 2 new worlds. We have Birthday Party and Moonlight Beach. Both are representative of her unique style. So you honestly, you got to check her out because if you spot Marty in a world, as soon as you arrive, she's
just know
always
it.
visiting. Yeah, she's always there.
No, well, she's not always there, but what's interesting is her world building is so distinctive. It's kind of like when you walk into a gallery and you see an artist's work and you go, oh, that's Degas, that's so-and-so, that's Velasquez. I can now enter a Smarty Marty world and I know exactly that she designed it. It's amazing.
Yeah, I love
really
it.
cool.
But I think she has a doorbell that notifies her when people come in because
Probably. I love it.
Right, we need that. That actually is like a really good feature. Beatbox added another pirate world to our, let's see, what is it? The featured world. So Pirate Island has a beautiful ship on its sandy island for you to explore. And remember, everyone.
Featured
what was that?
worlds. We have more. We got to talk pirate. You know. We
got
so many pirate worlds going on here. I love it. So they got another pirate ship and then the beautiful island that you can get lost on. I can do that really good with my voice. Yeah.
That sounds really good, actually. Yeah, so if you want to check out more of the worlds or learn how to build your own, you can check out the featured worlds under the world section, or you can go to help.altvr.com for world building information, or join that World Builder Discord, as we said earlier. All right, so we're moving on to events. Are you ready to take this? Well.
Oh, yes. I'll do just a little bit here.
Okay.
He's covering for my coughing. So in addition to the great hunt that's going on here from the Rooftop Crew, did you know that there are more than 100 events every week? And sometimes, I swear, it feels like every day here in AltSpace. So check out the calendar. It's an amazing thing. The Rocket Party. Honestly, take a moment, check the news, watch the videos. There were over 100 people join the Rocket Party here in AltSpace to join millions around the world watching the SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket not only take off, release a successful payload, but for the first time ever, all 3 Falcon Heavy rocket boosters returned to Earth with 2 landing simultaneously on the ground pads in Florida. You gotta see this because you think it's totally, they say that the moon, walking on the moon and the moon landing was all faked. I swear to God, this has gotta be faked. It looks fake because there's no way. It's like a choreographed dance. Anyway, we were there. There were, I couldn't even hear. I had to take my headphones off. The sound of the crowd screaming when those things landed during the live stream Rocket Party was unbelievable. So, check out the Rocket Party. It's a great group. And I love the science. I'm just a nerd at heart. That's just how it goes. Ungiverse, back to the creative artists. I said the theme is on the artistry, and that is artistry in space. This is Ungiverse, is our great, great singer, talent, composer that's here in AltSpace, as well as one of the AltSpace staff. She is back and healthy, and she is dazzling us with all of her original songs and covered, performing right here in AltSpace. And her next concert is an hour after our show, and just after the popular improv night that follows this show with Stevie Boy and the show Seki, another one of the most popular events here in AltSpace. Now, Yunji is also a key part of the events team. And she has office hours now every Sunday, so stop in and say hello, and you can learn more about how to create an event here in AltSpace, and that may end up here on our news and events. Now, Jay, take it over.
All right, so the new my show Sundays, and it's growing more and more popular. And if you have some outstanding talents, you want to swing in there to hear some amazing singers, some readers, some poets, some comedians, and some superb talent out there. So one of the great things about AltSpace events is the wide variety of the ways that you can show off your talents. So in addition to Center Stage, we have the Improv Night, Tuesday Improv, and other comedy performance events. So if you consider yourself a good performer with original or cover songs and you want to do a concert, you can also talk to David 58 again or Dimmy's about booking the show in their performance spaces. David 58 is one of our most popular event hosts here in AltSpace, and he's been digging deep into YouTube to bring us the amazing documentaries and movies that are out there. So you want to check out Dave's Horror Cinema, his Nature's Window. Then we have Dave's Galaxy Fly-In, now up to version 3, I think. Dave's Drive-In 2. And you want to take a relaxing break from the movies and check out his Alt-Stock concerts every week. So thanks for keeping us entertained out there, David. We appreciate it. And the second annual Scenes and Screens Festival is scheduled August 2 through 4th here in AltSpace. They are currently accepting submissions for papers, for film performances, for VR installations. And under the topics, we have Degrees of Freedom, Moments of Inertia, and Presence of Mind. There was just a meetup to present information on the event and submissions. So if you missed it, you want to check it out with Yoonji tomorrow during her office hours or on the altvr.com website. All right.
Excellent. I'm excited about that, but we'll talk more about that in a moment. All
Sure.
right. So we have so many events coming up. How to Create VR is having a fireside chat called Creating High-End VR Training with e-learning developers on Monday. The panel of experts include Rich Benedetto from Epsilon Systems, Marcello Lewin from HowToCreateVR.com, and Satar Weiss from Packet 39. These are great events for serious VR developers and enthusiasts, and a great opportunity to get a behind-the-scenes view on what's going on with the VR technology today and in the future. And this week's Tech Talk with Jesse Diamani features a panel discussion with people that are creating the future of technology. So check it out on Monday. And Health System Chat, he's our favorite tech health geek. He comes up with the most innovative meetups and topics, and I just love it. The American Telemedical Association Conference and Expo is in New Orleans, and TED 2019 is in Vancouver, British Columbia, and he's going to be covering both of those events this week and invites you to bring a 1 to 5 minute elevator pitch to present as if you're one of the TED Talk speakers on medical technologies. And so come on in for the fun and adventure. He really, honestly, he makes health tech be really fun, and what's happening in VR is mind-shattering. It is incredible what he's tapped into. So check out that event. My creative writing meetup in Altspace is breaking the 3D walls itself by having participants write in the real world and share in VR. So our meetups are a great way to express your inner writing creative spirit. And we have a really popular Discord channel, and it features now a prompt a day to keep you more inspired, courtesy of our beloved Drown the Witch here in Altspace. So check those out, because we want to just encourage you to be as creative as possible here in Altspace. Get Socials hosting another Women in XR and Allies Europe meetup to talk about women in STEM. If you're an educator or technologist interested in learning and growing and shaping the presence of women in the virtual community, come join them. Taking on the World is a brand new podcast here in Altspace with Nubin and Hayat, and it takes on Marvel Comics, movies, pro wrestling, and a wide variety of related topics. So check them out on Wednesdays and give them some love to get going. My Genealogy Family History VR meetup is on this Monday, and I'm starting a new series that looks at the technology behind genealogy. We're starting with some very basic things that you may not think about that are critical to successful genealogy and research. And then we're going to be covering scanning, OCR, digital storage, handwriting recognition, indexing, and eventually how AI is changing the future of genealogy research. It is really amazing, and I'd love to have you join me on Monday. We've got Sydney's new dating game on Friday, where the audience members become contestants and answer questions from the host to prove compatibility. I love it, spreading the love. It's a great time. Jay.
Well, tonight are our weekend regular. Church. Center stage. Natalia. We have Screen Queen with Alex. Altspace VR Comedy House, Sundays, hosted by Kelly Dunham. And more fun Sunday night with A Thing and a Place podcast with Dawn and Stevie. So the rest of this week's features some of our favorite regulars, including movies and documentaries by David58. We have Gender Talk. We have Let's Speak Language Practice Series. We have creative reading, creative writing and reading for me. Meetup on Monday, the rooftop. Then on Tuesday we have the improv show, yoga meditation, and we have open mic night, one of the most popular nights here in Altspace, on Wednesdays. So if you would like to host your own event, we do encourage you to do so. So you want to check out the weekly How to Create an Event with Schmidt Tech to learn how it all works. And hopefully we will mention your event here on the news and updates. And
all right, it's
music.
time. Go for it. It's time for
Altspace Tip of the Week. Love those sound effects, Mark. Thank you.
I know, they're beautiful. All right.
Yeah. And this week's Altspace Tip of the Week is all about the megaphone, which is what we're on at the moment.
And this is a great slide. I'm sorry, I'm very pleased with myself. I did a great slide on this. So the megaphone, it's pretty. A megaphone is one of the features that we have in Altspace, that when it's turned on, it equalizes the sound across the space. Now, it's such an amazing feature to be able to do that. You can travel across great worlds and then, still hear somebody as if they're right next to you. Now, it's not available in all worlds, but it's available in most events. And we use the megaphone, when we want to be heard, like as I just said in the big events, or when you're presenting an event like we are right now. And we want to talk about, as part of our tips, some of the basic etiquette. So when you use the megaphone, it comes with some responsibilities. Use it when you have permission to do so. For example, stay muted during the event until you're invited to unmute yourself. It's just respect for the presenter is just the right thing to do, and then stay off of it the rest of the time. So keep the conversation safe for work and family. I have done this. I am as guilty as the next person, where I've suddenly said something I shouldn't say and then realized, crap, I'm on megaphone and everybody in the entire world heard it. Okay, so not cool. So be aware that, you never know who's listening, so be careful with that megaphone. And when you're in an event, and then you're invited to speak, make sure that you then unmute yourself and turn on the megaphone so the presenter and the audience can hear you. So we just recently added megaphone to the yoga and meditation, and they do a check-in on the way in and out. And so you want to kind of hear, because you want to support and send love to people, and the place is so big. If you're sitting in the back, you can't hear the person saying that their mother's in the hospital and sad. You want to send some good vibes out there. You can't hear them. So make sure that if you are in that event, you do have that kind of opportunity. You do turn on the megaphone so that everybody can hear you and send good, loving thoughts. So as with all things, it's about respect. And we stay muted here in AltSpace, and we use all those wonderful emojis to let people know how we feel and what we're, give them support and stuff. But staying muted is just as important as learning how to use the megaphone. So if you have any suggestions, please let us know for these AltSpace Tip of the Weeks. And let us know after the event or on our Discord channel. And remember, there's more helpful advice and tips at help.altvr.com. Oh, Jay. Wow, we're almost to the end.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about Yunji's Scene and Screen Festival that's coming up in August. The submissions are due May 15th. The theme this year is speculative realities with those subtopics that you mentioned, degrees of freedom, moments of inertia, and presence of mind. And last year's event was absolutely amazing. It brought together international talents and artistry on the theme of hyperconnect. And I was talking to Yunji about it, and there's this incredible need for artists that are looking for representation, who are looking for a platform. They're looking for a way to actually, reach out and connect with other like minds, as well as sponsors and places to showcase their work. So this opportunity is this festival is a great opportunity for people to do that, to showcase their event and they're not their event, but their talent and their skills. What do you think about that?
I think it's awesome, and I encourage as many people to get involved as possible and take a shot. At doing something like that, if you've never done it before, surround yourself with people who are showing you how to do it, learn from it, and be able to create next year if you're not ready to do it this year.
Yeah.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello. And it is, doing artistry, even if it's in VR, is really expensive, and it doesn't have to be. Not that doing the artistry as much as it is entering contests and festivals and things like that. You've got an entry fee, you've got all that. This one is free. There's no entry fee. There's no cost to attend other than you have to be able to access AltSpace in order to see it. So that is pretty darn cool, and I'm so excited that she is doing this. So get everybody, talk to her about it, think about what you could bring to it, something that you create and build here in AltSpace. If you do research or science or anything associated with virtual reality, you're an educator, whatever, please check it out. I think it's going to be an amazing experience, and I'm ready for it in August. Cool. So take us out. Jay, take us out.
Well, everybody, that's all for this week's news and updates. We squeezed it all in within 30 minutes, and we thank you for attending. If you enjoyed the AltSpace news and updates, subscribe to our event through the Channels tab on the website. That's altvr.com. You want to join us on our Discord and YouTube, and please tell a friend and share this information via the Discord or via the YouTube link so that others can keep up with the news here in AltSpace. We want to thank Mark, our producer, thank the lovely Laurel, and all of our news update volunteers and our moderators that help make this event such a success.
Yes, we love our moderators. Yay.
And if you would like to volunteer to help us out, we would love that, so you can see us after the show. We do this for you, the AltSpace community, to help you stay informed and up to date on what's happening here in AltSpace. So thank you so much for attending. Have a great day. Stick around for some Q&A if you'd like, and we'll see you next week.
Yay! Thank you. Thanks, everybody on the live stream. Yay! All right. We did it again. We We survived. All right, I'm going to hop on down and see if anybody has any questions.
Alrighty.
So welcome, everybody.
Hi.
And you can use the Ask a Question button, or you can come on up and ask us. We'd love to answer your questions and do whatever we can to help you learn more about how Altspace works.